Good evening and welcome to the Posthumous Poetry Series, Part 33. Summer's here. This is the weekend after the 4th, so we're ensconced into summer. And today was a really lovely day. It was one of those days of nice breeze and lowish humidity and that kind of stuff, and happy temperatures. Before we proceed into a nice slice of real Pittsburgh summer. So I thought we'd take the summer school approach to my poems for the next few weeks, and I want to read some of the shorter poems. I guess shorter, longer really doesn't make a difference, but they are shorter than the other poems, so that's why they're the shorter poems. Anyway, one of the nice things about cable is you get to see a lot of movies that we couldn't see years ago because we never saw them when they were in the theater, or they didn't make. In my case, they didn't make them in my town because I lived in a little small town growing up, or they were like cult films and things like that. One of the great cult filmmakers, of course, was John Waters, and I just love everything about John Waters. And one of the things I think I love the best about John Waters was Divine, was Harris Glenn Milstead, who was Divine. I think in movies we see a lot of bad female roles played by men, like John Travolta when he did a remake of Hairspray, or Dustin Hoffman in Tootsie, or Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire. They're all, you couldn't accept, as they say in the theater, the contract that they were women. But when you saw Divine, you saw a woman. You didn't see a man playing a woman. This was Divine. And there was no one like Divine. And it would have been great to have Divine as a friend. And Divine and John Waters, they came out of Baltimore just like Frank Zappa did, and there must be something down there that created those kind of people, because what wonderful people they were too, and are still. John Waters is still with us. So I thought I would read a poem about Divine. His name was Harris Glenn Milstead, and had he lived, he would have done more guy roles. He did guy roles in John Waters movies. He was great, and we would see him. We'd say, "Who is this? This is Harris Glenn Milstead." You wouldn't even know it was the same guy playing Divine. He was so good at playing both men and women, and yeah, Divine was Divine. So this poem is called "The Divine Harris Glenn Milstead." He grew up fat and taunted by classmates in Lutherville, Maryland. He recalled having led a fantasy life that revolved around female movie stars and dreams of becoming a celebrity. In Shakespeare's time, men played both male and female roles. Today they're called transvestites. With 50-pound breasts fashioned from foam rubber and lentils, spangles, spike heels, a voice like vodka over kitty litter, he played Babs Johnson, the filthiest person alive. Francine Fishpaw, a housewife victimized by Tab Hunter. His movies had titles like Pink Flamingoes, Female Trouble, Hairspray. He's the guy in the Hockney painting in the Carnegie. He was Divine.